So, the Xbox 360 marketplace has officially been shut down, and as of recording this video, it is officially Thursday, August 1st, 2024, and the 360 marketplace was shut down 3 days ago, and there's actually been something that us including, and as well as some Xbox 360 users and just Xbox One users as well, have been wondering, is it possible to purchase a Xbox 360 game that is backwards compatible on the Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles, and then it get added to your Xbox 360 download history? Well, we're actually going to find out on today's video if you can purchase any Xbox 360 game that is backwards compatible on Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles, and if that game does, however, get transferred to your Xbox 360 download history. Now, essentially, I know I screwed up saying that, but essentially why there's Xbox fans that are wondering about this is there still is some hardcore gamers out there that still love to play their 360, and they love their Xbox 360 controller the most, and they probably want to be able to play on the native hardware because they love the controller, or they just want to play the old school 360 just to play the games on the native hardware that they were for. So I can understand why there are some people that are wondering about this, and including us as well, because we're wondering if you can purchase any backward compatible 360 game on a modern Xbox console, and if that game at least gets transferred to your 360 download history off of a 360 alone. But let's go on ahead. Let's go to our Xbox One X, and we're going to purchase a game on the Xbox store of our Xbox One X, a 360 game that's backwards compatible, however, and then we're going to switch over to our 360 and see if that game got transferred over to our download history, and you will get a new glimpse of how the dashboard looks that's completely different when Microsoft shut down the marketplace. So let's go on ahead. Let's switch over to our Xbox One X. Alright, so we're on our Xbox One X, and we are going to look up a Xbox 360 backward compatible game, hopefully for a good price, and we do have a game in mind, and we're actually going to look up Sonic Adventure. Now, as I remember, before the Xbox 360 marketplace was shut down, that game was on sale for $5. And let's see if it still is. And yes, it is. It is actually still $5. Now, the first Sonic Adventure is the game that we're going to get because it being $5, but they also got Sonic Adventure 2, which is actually still a pretty decent price of $10, and it is the second better version of the first one. But we actually did play Sonic Adventure 2 before, but have never played the first Sonic Adventure, so this is definitely a good game to where we can actually test out to see if these games that are backwards compatible also get transport to your Xbox 360 library on your 360. So we're going to go on ahead and buy it, and then we're going to see if it actually ends up working. Alright, so we're going to go on ahead and we're going to buy it. And it says that now the buy was successful. So now we actually have Sonic Adventure. And it looks like that we actually got an add-on content that actually is $2.50 maybe. Or, I don't know. It says frequently bought together, so I don't know if it's giving me that, or if it's just being like, hey, you bought the game, here's a nice discount price or whatever for like a DLC. So But we're going to go on ahead, and holy crap, the game's actually already installing, so it must really be not like a huge game. Alright, so we're going to go to My Games and Apps, and we're going to see if the game actually got purchased. Okay. So it's actually... Oh, it actually looks like it's only 2 gigs altogether. So we're going to cancel the game, and we're going to see if it actually showed up in our download history of our Xbox One. So, actually, as a matter of fact, we're just going to go on ahead and type the game up. Actually, there is actually no type of anything to search or anything. So we're just going to go through A through Z or whatever. Now, let's do group by letter. Gosh, they definitely need to do a little bit better of like sorting through in these games out. Like, this is just completely nonsense, because you have to do all of this. But here we are, we're going to go to this, and now we should be able to find our game. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but okay. And of course we gotta go through all this crap again. Oh, nope, it's still safe, thankfully. So we're going to go through the list of the 360 games that we currently own altogether. So there's a huge selection of backward compatible titles that you can get, and honestly, it's a huge collection. So we're going to go down and hopefully see it, and right there is Sonic Adventure. And there's also some other Sonic games that we've had. I'm about to say other, like saying it funny, so don't mind on that one. But here are some other Sonic games that we also have for what we purchased, and I think that was like free games with gold or some sorts back in the day or whatever. But as you can clearly see, we actually do have Sonic Adventure right here in our download history for our 360 lineup. Now, let's switch over to an Xbox 360, and let's see if the game also got transferred to the 360 console, meaning like in your 360 download history after the marketplace got shut down. So let's switch on over to the 360, and let's see if this game got saved in our download history. Alright, so now we're on the Xbox 360, and this is the new dashboard after Microsoft completely removing the marketplace. And I've actually heard that a lot of people don't like this dashboard, and there's some that actually do. Personally, with me, I honestly kind of like this dashboard because it's actually just simple. As you can see, now you don't have all these, tabs that you have to go through in order to, like, say, like, for an example, you get on the 360 and you have to go all the way over here, like, 8 touches of a button to go all the way through the entire menu. Now you only got basically what's basically simple, just the home stuff with your games and apps, and social with your, friends. Like if you're somebody that still plays on a 360 online, you can still with your friends, and then also the settings, profile, and account management. But in order to get to your download history on Xbox 360 is you go all the way to settings, go to account, and then right here is download history. Now, purchase history is not going to work all that good, but excuse me there, I had a little bit of a burp. But purchase history actually just, sends you through like what you've actually purchased and such, and not like actually download, and it tells you like the pricing and such. But because the Xbox 360 is so old, there are some features that haven't been honestly working all that well, and even to an extent, the marketplace itself was also been messing up as well. Like if you try to buy something, sometimes it won't let you, buy an item, and you have to like retry a few times. So even then, the marketplace was already screwed up as it is. But right here is where you go to your download history. So this is the dashboard. Like I mentioned, this is the new redesigned dashboard. even though Microsoft did not actually update the 360, like you didn't get a software update, they just completely did it like all at once, and then it was just like, oh, that's how everybody's 360s are. So they didn't do a simple software update. It was just a simple touch of a button, and then the dashboard's completely different. But like I stated, there's been some people that I have seen that don't like the dashboard, and then I personally don't have a problem with it because honestly it's a lot more simple, like something like a PlayStation 4 dashboard, for an example. I honestly think that this might actually be the kind of like the best 360 menu ever, because you just got your games right there and then just your friends and then the settings literally right there. So it's just easily simple. But now let's actually find out of the moment that you guys have been waiting for. Let's actually see if purchasing backward compatible 360 games on an Xbox One or Xbox Series console actually goes to your Xbox 360 download history. Well, let's find out. Moment of truth. Let's do it. And voila! It actually did work. So it actually looks like that any backwards compatible title or DLC for any of the backwards compatible titles, you will be able to download those games on your Xbox 360 console. So this is actually a nice, refreshing memory of being able to do a workaround with the marketplace being closed. But like I mentioned, this is only going to be for the games that is backwards compatible on Xbox One and Xbox Series console. Now, this is something that I was concerned about, and I know some people have been wondering, like I said, that just want to still be able to play their old 360 console, and they'd love to be able to download games and maybe still buy games, and they were just wondering, like, well, if I purchased a backward compatible game, is it going to transfer over to my 360 console alone? And the great news, as you're seeing, it actually does. So any backwards compatible 360 game on an Xbox One or Xbox Series console that you purchase, it will go to your Xbox 360 download history. So, spoiler alert, you can still find a way to purchase 360 games, even though it is only for the backward compatible titles. Now, this is not quite as bad as what a lot of people are going to make it out to be, because essentially, I mean, you can literally just go buy discs, if you can, to be able to play those games that you cannot buy because of not being backwards compatible and because of the marketplace being closed down. But Microsoft, however, when it did come to backward compatibility, they at least made a majority of the most popular games backwards compatible, and we're talking games like Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto 4, all of the Call of Duty games, and most of the older Battlefield games, as well as all of the Assassin's Creed games. So, honestly, when it comes to the big, most popular third-party games, you can actually purchase those and play those on Xbox One. So, if you, for an example, wanted to buy the very first Assassin's Creed game that is for 360 and you want to buy it digital, well, you can go to the Xbox Marketplace.com from Xbox.com, I should say, or off of your or a friend's Xbox One or Xbox Series X or S and purchase that game from your account, and then you can log back into a 360 and your game will be indeed on your download history for 360. So it's great news just all together there. So if you purchased a backward compatible title on Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles that is a 360 backward compatible game, it will indeed go to your Xbox 360 download history off of the 360 alone. So at least it's not 100% perfect, but at least you can purchase at least any of the most popular games that are backwards compatible from an Xbox One or Series X and download it directly on your Xbox 360 console. So even though it is sad to see all the other games that are not compatible, that, like, for an example, being gone, lost forever, at least with this, you can actually purchase the backward compatible games on modern consoles, modern Xboxes, I should say, and you can download them on your Xbox 360. So there's some way of a refreshing of being able to work around with purchasing 360 games digitally. It might not be, good because of some games being lost forever, but at least the games that are backwards compatible, you can purchase those ones. And like I stated, it's not as bad as what a lot of people are saying, because a majority of the most popular 360 games, however, did become backwards compatible. And like I said, it's Assassin's Creed series, all the Call of Duty games, GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption, and even Borderlands 1 and 2 are also backwards compatible as well, even though there's some, remaster versions. But if you're somebody that does not want to purchase those ones or whatever, and you wanted to buy the 360 version of like Borderlands 1 because, like, let's say it's $10 cheaper than Borderlands Game of the Year Edition for Xbox One for the 360 version, well, you can purchase that on a modern Xbox console or Microsoft's website of Xbox.com, and then it'll be right ready for you in your download history on 360. So, great news there, and it's not as good as what we were hoping, but at least there is a workaround in order to still purchase 360 games digitally, and it's just for the backward compatible ones on modern Xbox consoles such as Xbox One or Xbox Series consoles. So, well, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you was wondering about this, well, the great news is you can still purchase 360 games as a workaround, but it is only going to be for the ones that are playable and backwards compatible on modern Xbox consoles. So, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to this channel. And be sure to leave us a comment down in the comment section down below if this was something that you was also, concerned about, if you can still purchase backward compatible titles and still get them on your 360 download history. So yeah, just let us know if this was a concern for you and if this actually helped out anything when it comes to being able to still have a workaround and purchase at least certain Xbox 360 games and be able to download them on your native Xbox 360 hardware. So, that, without further ado, that's Tech and Gaming Reviews. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you could, hit that like button, subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Peace.